Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's episode.
And right now is 5:30. New details. Just in the past hour, we now know a woman killed in Fayetteville last night was a 911 dispatcher.
Smart. Easy child. Easy. Easy child. She was a daddy's girl.
Shooting victim worked as a telecommunicator for Cumberland County Dispatch. She had been working there since March of last year. Emergency Service Director Gene Booth released this statement. Miss McMurray was a telecommunicator in our 911 call center, and our team is deeply saddened. Our thoughts and prayers are with her family at this time.
The red flags. Just pay attention going to the red flags. Because it's not the young one, it's the smart, educated. Because my daughter was smart and educated, and she fell in this same abusive trap.
Now behind bars, Fayetteville detectives taking 27-year-old Willie Earl Moore into custody after he turned himself in yesterday. He's facing a murder charge of an unborn child and first-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a felon.
My daughter, she's so much like me. She's so strong that she thinks she could handle it. She could not handle this, and I wish she would have said something.
Where is he today?
He's down in Cumberland County. They got it set for trial for July.
The 27-year-old also has additional charges on top of those. Police say he shot and killed Tanajwa McMurray at a home in Pittsfield Drive on Monday night. He was her live-in boyfriend, and McMurray was 5 months pregnant with his child. Moore stole McMurray's car later and was found in Marlborough County, South Carolina.
It's been, 3 years? And it still feel like yesterday, it still feels like yesterday for me. I miss her just as much as it happened last night. It's just hard for me. It's hard for me.
Hey lovelies, how's it going? Hope all is well. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Leah Gordone, and I create true crime content. As some of you may know, I'm not just a YouTuber, I'm also a licensed professional school counselor. Mental health is something I am deeply passionate about. That's why today I am thrilled to have partnered with BetterHelp and thank them for sponsoring today's episode. BetterHelp is an amazing platform that makes starting therapy easier. You just fill out a questionnaire and you'll be matched with a therapist in as little as a couple of days. One of the best features of BetterHelp is that if the first therapist doesn't feel like the right fit, you can easily switch to another one until you find someone you can really connect with. So what initially motivated me to try therapy? I started therapy because I knew how important my mental health was, especially with the topics I cover on my channel. I've noticed so many positive changes in my life since starting therapy. I'm more resilient, better at managing my stress, and overall just happier. BetterHelp is on a mission to make therapy accessible and effective. With over 7,000 reviews and a 4.5 rating on Trustpilot, it's a platform you can trust. If you're struggling and you think you will benefit from a therapy session, just click the link in the description box or go to betterhelp.com/Leah Gordone and get 10% off. I always remind you all to don't forget to check on your loved ones, but please don't forget to check on yourself. Love you guys.
Smart, smart, easy child, easy, uh, easy child. She was a daddy's girl. Like we was at White Castle one time. She was sitting next to me. She probably about 2. He went to go get the food. As soon as he brought the food back, she got up and left my side to go sit next to him, daddy's girl. But we knew she was smart because she could watch. We was watching Road Runner, and you know how Coyote put something in mail in like 30 seconds. He get it, and she was like about 4. It's like, no, that's not possible. It takes longer for the mail to run. So she analyzing cartoons. So in kindergarten, they was just before I joined the military, they was testing her because she was testing. But she's been in gifted classes since she was in first grade.
Born on September 20th, 1990 in Elizabeth, New Jersey, Tanajwa spent her early years in Germany before her family moved to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Tanajwa was known for her intelligence, creativity, and social nature. From a young age, she always had a profound passion for helping others.
Tanajwa, I was 18 when I was pregnant with her, and I was going through. Okay, I want her to be different because I thought me and my brother named Tasha and James was so boring. And I had cousins named Medina, Khadija, all these names, and I had boring Tasha. So I looked up a name, and Naja in African means joy. So I took the TA from my first TA from Tasha and put them together, and I got Tanajwa. Her being easygoing, she was an easygoing child. Just everything about her. Mm. She just was an easy child. No, I ain't have to yell, I can't not say I had to really put her on punishment for anything. School. One time we was in Germany and I got called to the school for her, which was odd, but they called me to the school for her because at recess she didn't play. She had these pamphlets that she find outside. Instead of playing, she'd be outside reading. So they was like, well, she got to do some playtime. She need to be. I said, but that's not her. So yeah, she was this.
She was different since she was little.
Yeah, she was.
Tanajwa excelled in school. She grew a passion for art and learning to draw from her father, graduating from Westover High School and later attending Elizabeth City University, where she earned her bachelor's degree in criminal justice. Tanajwa's career in criminal justice began as a correctional officer, where she worked for over 4 years before becoming a sergeant. Her dedication and hard work led her to a new role as a 911 dispatcher for Cumberland County, where she served her community with commitment and care.
She got her bachelor's in criminal justice, and she was working. She lived in Greenville before she came back here. She moved back here because I got sick, and she wanted to be closer to me. She was a correction officer, and she was the youngest correction officer to make sergeant because she did it within a year. So she got a full scholarship, and we was deciding which college to go to because she was going on a full ride. And I was like, well, you don't want to be a little fish in a big tank. You want to be a big fish in a little. So we looked at colleges that wasn't so big. She could have went to NYU. We from New Jersey, but she would have had family around and stuff like that. So we looked around, and she liked it. She liked Elizabeth City. So we went there, and she liked it, and so that's what she chose. But even in Elizabeth City, she still was in a gifted program. So with that program, she still had to take 18 credits per semester. And she did well, but she maxed out on all her math classes. She didn't know how to take math at all in college. But she took math as an elective in college. She did. Only my daughter. Only my daughter.
So after school, what made her go into like being a correctional officer?
Yes, I was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
I think both my daughters took a little bit from me. Like, I was paramedic in the military, but I also was, a sergeant in the military. So my middle daughter took the medical part for me, and then I think Tanajwa took that sergeant, that militant part, you know, for me, and she wanted to do it, and I said, "Sure, you sure you want to do this? This is, men and not being conceived the way she looked. She was a pretty girl, with or without makeup,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna try you. You know what I'm saying? But she did well.
That's good.
She did
How
well.
did she switch over to the 911 dispatcher?
That came up. Like I said, I got sick, and she was gonna do teaching. She was gonna teach. She was gonna come here and teach. But then the 911 came up because working for the sheriff department, she was already in corrections,
Mm-hmm.
so she thought that was a good fit for her. When she left, like when my daughter graduated from college, I knew she was going. She wasn't gonna be like one of them children that come back home.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that. That's just her personality, and she didn't. And she still, when she came home to visit, that's where she going to visit her friends. Her friends was her network. They still tight and stuff. So yeah. So when she died, I had so many people knocking at my door. All her friends from middle school to high school, college. Yeah, I still got them reaching out to me now. Even the people she worked with.
Tanajwa was very social and people loved being around her. She enjoyed spending time with her family and friends. Most importantly, she loved being a mother. Nothing meant more to her than her daughter and her baby on the way. But tragically, her life was cut short on October 11, 2021, when she was shot by Willie Earl Moore at their home on Pittsfield Drive. Willie called 911 around 9:15 on the night of the incident, confessing that he had shot his girlfriend. He mentioned that Tanajwa's daughter was in the house and that he was leaving. When police arrived, they found her with a gunshot wound to the head. Despite the immediate response, she was pronounced deceased at the scene.
Speaking of the incident, how did she meet the guy?
Honestly, I don't know. My daughter kept him a secret.
Why do you think so?
Because she knew we would have said something. And no judgment, because I have a brother that's locked up now. So it's no judgment on any, honestly, black man in prison, because you don't judge a man by, something. But when I did meet him, it was just something about him that we just didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept a lot of their relationship a secret, but I knew something was really wrong by my granddaughter, by her reaction to him. Because, Tanajwa had dated guys, and my granddaughter just loved him. But this guy, when my granddaughter started wanting to stay the nights at my house, and when I say she's a mama's girl, like how my dog is under me, that's how she was with my daughter. And when she wanted to start staying more and more at my house, I like, Tanajwa, what's going on? Ira don't leave you. She's like, well, she just needed a break. My daughter, she's so much like me. She's so strong that she thinks she could handle it. She could not handle this, and I wish she would have said something.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how long they were together?
No, actually I don't, because I don't know anything about the relationship.
Where is he today?
He's down in Cumberland County.
Did he put in a plea yet?
No, not yet. I just feel he's just cocky. I just feel he's cocky. I just feel like he just think it's gonna go away. He gonna get off. So I don't think he gonna plea. I just think we gonna take it to trial.
What did he say happened?
He has a bunch of different stories. Self-defense. My daughter tried to kill him. Then now they was fighting over the gun and she got shot. Well, we know by forensic where she was shot. It was at least like 4 feet away, so there's no way they was fighting over the gun when she got shot.
And did any of the friends ever say that she said anything about him or his behaviors?
No, this she kept this to herself. Not even her closest friends. This was her burden. She kept this to herself. We was planning her. We had set a date for her baby shower and everything. We was planning that. But still, when she died, I still had the stuff in the basket, the order for the baby shower.
What are your worries about with the case coming up?
I really don't. I don't have any worries. I just going through the whole trial. It's probably gonna be traumatic for my granddaughter because she was in the house when it happened, and she would have to testify. That's my only worry.
How is she doing now?
Oh, she's thriving. She was angry for a while, but she's thriving.
Has she spoke to anyone in therapy about
Oh,
it?
she's been in therapy. She's still in therapy, but she's thriving. She just now starting. At first, she went really she stopped coming to my house because I had pictures of my daughter. My sitting room pretty much became where I talk to my daughter, and she didn't like looking at pictures of her mother. But now she looks at pictures. She had me send pictures of her mother. Now she's able to enjoy looking at her mother as she get older.
Enough to understand.
Yeah, I think before it just hurt her too much. She was angry. She was getting fight in school. She was getting suspended a lot. I just know one time my granddaughter called me, and I guess he wouldn't let my daughter leave. The cops called the cops, and by the time I came, he was gone. But my granddaughter had to pull a knife out, try to protect her and her mom's. But he had gone. But my daughter still didn't tell me how serious the situation was. That's the only incident I know of, but it probably was more incidents than that. Because my daughter know how we are.
And that's why you think she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people love hard, it's so hard.
Yeah. And that she did.
What advice would you give someone, a parent in that situation?
A parent?
To have a child that's going through that silently.
Get more involved. Even the red flags. Just pay attention going to the red flags. Because it's not the young one. It's the smart, educated. Because my daughter was smart and educated. And she fell in this same abusive trap. It's been, 3 years? And it still feel like yesterday, it still feels like yesterday for me. I miss her just as much as it happened last night. It's just hard for me. It's hard for me. From September to December is hard. Her birthday's in September. My daughter's birthday is October 13th. Mine's October 18th. And then she was killed October 11th. So our birthdays are forever marked by this situation. Then Halloween is even hard for us because even though she lived in Greenville, she'll come down. We celebrate Halloween together with all the kids. Then we got Thanksgiving and Christmas. These are the worst months for me. I'm just hoping that they come with a plea. Get him to take a plea so my granddaughter don't have to testify.
Why? And they have no other way to do it without her testifying, or she have to?
Oh, she was in the house.
So
so she's key. And her story hasn't changed throughout the years, so. But yeah, she would have to testify.
Can you give advice to parents with that? Because I have situations where parents give up and
don't give up. I mean, this if you feel like you call the DA, you go up. When I wasn't getting no information, I go up, and then I actually had a DA. She gave me her personal number, and when I wasn't hearing anything, I'll call. You just gotta make yourself stay informed, find out. Don't you know what I'm saying? Don't give up. I'm aggressive by nature, so if I'm gonna call, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna sit there. Every time I go up there, I go up with this shirt. So it's not for me, it's for her. You're not gonna forget her.
Well, what would she would have wanted?
I know her. She wouldn't want me to still be grieving, and I can't help it. I know that, but it's hard. It's hard. She wouldn't want me. The guilt is what kills me right now, because I feel like it's something I could have did to prevent this. But there's always going to be a what if. And there's so many what ifs that's killing me right now.
Well, you know you were there for her. You know she feels that.
I know. But you know, there's nothing worse than burying your child. It's nothing. I couldn't compare it to anything else in my life that's worse than this. It's like I got 2 more children, and when we get together, I enjoy it, but it's always like it's something missing. It's hard. And when I look at my granddaughter, she looks so much like my daughter. I just miss my daughter more. Really, she was really smart. She loves her siblings. She's my son. Oh my God, spoiled. My daughters used to get on me about me spoiling my son. As soon as she got old enough and working, she did the same thing. Oh my God, she made me mad with it. Oh, y'all gonna argue with me about me spoiling him, and y'all out there doing the same thing. She loved her siblings. She loved her nieces and nephews. She loved her grandparents.
How are they doing about this?
Oh, my mother passed before her, and I'm glad she did, because it would have killed my mother. She was Tanajwa's firstborn grandchild.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. It was, when she died, oh my God, all of New Jersey was down here. Oh my God. It was, my family is much too. My whole family rallied around me.
That's good.
My military family also.
That is so good.
She like me. Family was everything to her. My family is everything to her. Yeah, her daughter was her proudest. I wish she could see her daughter now. Oh my God. She probably wouldn't think she the same child, because she was tomboyish when my daughter died. Now she is girly like she girly like Tanajwa. She girly like me. She is epitome of us, boy. The hair, the nails. When Tanajwa died, she didn't care about her hair, didn't care. Walk around with sneakers. No, she is just us. She is me and Tanajwa.
That's adorable.
She is me and Tanajwa. Oh my God. I cannot take her.
Any last things you want to say to the world?
It's like, for them, if y'all watching this, always remember my daughter. Her smile, her crooked smile. But she smile was crooked as hell. But her crooked smile, her joy, she loved her mama. She did. She loved me unconditional. That's what I miss. She loved me so much. And for any parent that's going through this, just try to just remember those memories with your child. That's the only thing I can say. Because I still don't know how I'm standing right now. People say I'm so strong, but I don't feel it.
You look it.
I don't feel it at all. Cause every day it's a struggle. When I look on the outside, I swear I don't feel it. But yeah.
Let's see. Thank you. Let me hug you. You are amazing. And I want to get pictures of that.
Oh yeah.
You're so amazing. Thank you so much for letting me come in.
Not a problem.
I appreciate that.